Are you ready, kids? Get your parents' permission, check your mailbox, and grab your shopping cart. It's time for the Adventures in Collecting podcast.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave. Welcome to Adventures in Collecting, where we talk toy news, culture, and hauls,
along with our journeys as collectors.
It's a Wednesday, my dudes, and honestly, it is way too hot to be this excited and energetic. If you're on the East Coast, you feel me. It is just like, I think I said it yesterday, Shrek is in my shorts arguing with my ass as to whose swamp it is right now. But anyway, my excitement for tonight's episode is keeping me cool as we are going to hang out with some bodacious bros. We are going to hang out with Eric and Dave of the AIC podcast. So let's stop screwing around and just get to it. There's lots to talk about. Batu, cue that intro. Get out of my swamp!
I cut you off there.
Really? That's okay. That's half the reason I do that stuff is so you cut me off. So you looked. I was gonna say you looked really focused. Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the StreamYard thing, and I'm pretty sure that I'm hardwired in, but it's registering as Wi-Fi. So
that's weird.
Let me know if I'm potatoing. So
we'll let you know if you're potatoing. And speaking of potatoing, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and it's about 112 degrees, so you can go outside and cook your own potato if you really feel like it. But tonight it's episode 124 of AIC podcast with AIC podcast. This is crazy. Between two Sentinels with AIC podcast. What the hell are we doing? Who am I? Where are we? Let's start over.
We're roasting.
It's Wednesday, but I'm sorry. Anywho, besides it being a billion degrees outside, what's going on with you, Machu? How's your week?
Nothing. Like I said, like we were talking a little bit right before the stream. I had just taken a short nap while sitting here. I just reclined the chair and didn't realize that the thermostat was reading the air conditioning unit in my window as it's getting cold in here. Let's turn on the heat. So while I was passed out, the heat was on. And when I woke up, I was just like, all right, I need to change my shirt and peel myself off this chair because it canceled out the air conditioner, which I was just like, oh. But now it's finally getting cold because I turned off the heat.
Good. I'm surprised it didn't just start a storm inside your house, right? You get a cold front and a warm front coming together. Yeah. So just raining in there. I would ask you what you got, but I know that the guys behind the stage here want to show off some toys too. So why don't we check in with the chat and then we'll go through some toys.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who's here. Let's see who's checking in. We got Don checking in saying hello there. We got Highly Posable, of course, saying yo, good evening, everybody. And we were on last Friday. Is that a week ago already?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of fun with those guys.
Fun.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll come back if they'll let us. So, But don't forget to check them out on Friday nights and also Barely Posable on Mondays. We got Jellyfigs. What's going on, Jellyfigs? Bearded Bills is here. What it do, baby? Paul Morales is here. We got Toy Rentu between two. Yeah, well, we never claimed to be professional, but he's also hitting us with the.
Sup, nerds?
I think we got to get you and Cheney to do not conflicting.
Sup, nerds?
There you go. Different Rentu voices. Bearded says, will J-Shot finally admit he is in fact Diggs Figs? Will Machu finally let Bearded be the third Sentinel, even though he is not even close to being as sexy? Tune in tonight to find out.
That's Bearded. You're too sexy for this show. That's the problem. Yeah,
too sexy. And I feel like Diggs and I are Bernie Sanders and what's his name, Larry David. Right? We're just close enough related. Yeah. I'm sure if we went through the gene pool, we'd
probably
in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Renzi wants a beard off. So there you go. Let's see. There you go.
So we bring Bearded in.
Yeah. There you go. We'll bring Bearded in. We'll do a beard off. Let's see. We got D Blakes is here. What's going on, D Blake? Get out of my swamp. Guys backstage hanging out. Jurassic Jester is here. I know he's excited about the Mattel release today for San Diego. We got Flashpoint Collector saying, Machu, how's it going?
It's going. Sorry, Jay Shot. I'm pretty sure he meant to ask you too.
It's your show. It's okay. I'm just here for the ride. It's good. Steve is here saying your biggest fans. We need the fans. Bring on the fans. Is it potato or potato? I don't know. Let's see. E. McNeil is here. What's up? We got Slide 9. What up, fellas? That's a new name. Love that. And Jurassic Jester says beard off sounds too sexy. And last but not least,
that's
no
another
chewing.
Bearded one.
Yeah, there's a lot of bearded people here coming in. So No Chewing is here. And of course, you can check out No Chewing on the TPC podcast on Monday nights on the TPC Top 10 with the other Toy Daddies.
And the baggy red shorts.
Baggy red shorts every once in a while. Not this week.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to do some baggy red short. So, and yeah, that's it. There you go. I'm okay, Flashpoint. How are you?
Told you he meant to.
We're a ridiculous show. So. Anyway, let's add to the ridiculousness. Let's bring in Eric and Dave. Do some hanging out.
It.
What up, guys?
Hey. So
Hope
I
you
think
guys are staying cool.
I heard beard off, and I was like, I'm ready to win.
There you go.
I was gonna say is a beard versus beard versus beard versus beard match, and I'll be the referee.
I was gonna say Eric went the other way. He heard beard off and quickly shaved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for being here, beards and all, or not beards and all, and and we were talking backstage before. You are East Coast, so you are feeling this. What is it? It's like 96, and it's 8:00 at night. So
I'm pretty sure it was 96 at 8 a.m. this morning.
I'm on the
rough.
I'm on the top floor with the air conditioner on, and I am sweating. So
it's
Eric's in his attic with a bucket of fish heads. That's a Simpsons reference. Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
So thank you. Appreciate that.
I am the evil one that they lock in the attic.
yeah.
You are the board.
Depends on which daughter you ask. That's
There's my clone. There's Diggs checking in. There you go. Johnny's here too. Beard battle to the death. Oh, that might be a little too
it's
much
for us.
we like each other too much to do that.
Yeah.
A little too finite. So, but gentlemen, this has been a long time coming. We've been trying to make this work, and excited to finally get you guys on and hang out and talk some toys. Which we were saying before, there's a lot going on, especially with San Diego right around the corner.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is a long time coming. Absolutely love you guys. One of our favorite shows out there. So it's very exciting to be part of it. To be between the Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we're excited to have you guys on.
Between two Sentinels.
Yeah.
Yes, we are the meat between two Sentinels.
We are always the buns. That's how that works. Yeah. So.
The bearded buns, love it.
The bearded. Oh God,
love it.
We're going off the rails quickly. But no, dude, like it's been really cool because you guys are, obviously you guys are local, so we've met up a couple titigmes at different areas. We always seem to run into each other at our favorite spot, Chubsy's. We honor our tribal chief, Chubsy Wubsy. If you guys watched Chat Migos last night, D13, Chris did an amazing impression of Chubsy. It was like
that was too
spot
good.
on. But yeah, it's been really cool, and I feel like there's been this like healthy rivalry between us in like a positive way that I'm probably only making up in my own head.
I think you are.
I'm totally am, but it's okay. I love it. It's like good. It's
I think you build a rivalry with everybody in your head.
Everybody.
I've never gotten that vibe from you. There is a funny story though about like a situation similar to this. So are you guys familiar with the Reluctant Adult podcast?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So when they first started, they just started this joke. I don't know whether they picked our names out of a hat or how they did it, but they were like, we need a rivalry. There aren't enough rivalries in this community. So they legit tried to start like a fabricated rivalry with us and would tag us. And like, this was before like the advent of AI. Cause like they have like fully leaned into using a ton of AI, which I give Paul shit for all the time. They tried to like create a rivalry with us to where it eventually came to a head where we had like an AIC podcast versus the Reluctant Adult podcast episode.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, like there was no actual rivalry. So we just got on and just like, we're laughing for basically an hour and a half.
Well, I remember the first time being like, what's going on? Like, what's up with these dudes? Like,
did we do something? Like, did they do something?
Oh my god, it was so funny.
I was so confused. And then Eric was like, "No, listen, it's," and I'm like, "Oh, all right."
So it's all part of the shtick. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like, you guys always seem to be like a step ahead of us, right? So like I can think of 2 instances. Like we went to New York Toy Fair and we were hanging out. We got the opportunity to meet Todd, right? We're talking with Todd, and then like my phone goes off maybe 20 minutes after we stopped talking to him, and it's like you with the interview with Todd. I'm like, what the hell? How come he got the interview? And then we went to the Chubsy thing with Mr. Stevie.
Yeah.
And I had messaged Mr. Stevie and been like, hey, is it cool if I grab you for 5 minutes for an interview? And he was like, well, I want to keep this in. I was like, cool, no pressure, no nothing. And then it's like, there you guys are setting up the live interview. And I was like, it was like,
oh, man.
Like, he's always just 2 steps ahead. He's the Batman to my Green Lantern,
All right, so the Stevie thing is really funny because I, obviously like had been in touch with him and Chubsy. Stevie was one of our first like proper guests on the pod, like going way back, like pandemic times, right?
Steve was very early.
So, we've been in touch with him for a very long time now, like very long time in the terms of like this, right? So for years. And when he was playing the Chubsy thing, I was like, hey, if you're going to be at the store, if we could, have time to do an interview, like I don't want to set up anything formal. Like I'll bring my stuff just in case. We'll kind of just play it by ear, because I actually mentioned you guys by name. I was like, I don't want to step on, the Between Two Sentinels toes. I know they're going to be there too. I don't want to put you in an awkward position. And, I just kind of asked him in passing. I was like, do you want to set up something real quick or no? Like yes or no? And he was just like, all right, let's do it. But like, I fully did not want us to be those guys that were like, yeah, I know that there are other streamers and podcasters and other parts of the community here, but like, so I kind of just like let it happen. But as I'm wearing his shirt, I keep wearing it. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Not rubbing it in at all. That's fine. Yeah. I don't want to step on those toes. I want to kick him in the chest and get him out of here.
I just got to wipe my face off a little bit. No, I completely forgot I was wearing this. But yeah, so it's really funny that was because we had the complete opposite perspective where it was like, we don't want to be those guys. And, I
look at it as like it's like I said, it's a fun rivalry, right? Like, okay, like, not even like a rivalry, right? It's like, okay, we gotta be on our toes. He probably messaged them first, type of thing. So
meanwhile, I had no idea what was going on. I was just shopping for toys. I somehow ended up in the background of your stream.
That's like trying to get something in the back. Just like,
I'm just like, let me see what's in the back there. What else do you got?
Make Black Series better. Excuse me. Yeah.
See, now the other side of the coin, right? Like I look at your photography specifically, and I feel like I'm always like looking at your shots, like, damn, how could I do what he's doing? It's so good.
Thank you.
Because even before doing the toy stuff, like, I mean, I was looking at your toy photography. There's a couple of people in the community that before we started doing unboxings or anything, and it was just a podcast of like, Dave and I talking to each other, and I hadn't even thought of doing toy photography in any way, shape, or form.
We hadn't even thought of really doing interviews other than with like people we know.
It was just some of your work was just like blew my mind. So and continues to this day.
I kind of slowed down a little bit though. That's the thing. I'm always trying to figure out something new, but I'm not getting anything lately. I'm just
the other thing I think is like pretty amazing too is just like the thought process that goes into like how anyone who does toy photography thinks. Like I remember we were sitting waiting for. It must have been the Hasbro panel.
Oh yeah, when we were
Yes.
And all of a sudden it's like Eric and Machu and D Blake just sitting there like posing stuff, and I'm like, wait, it does that? Like, like I know you can move stuff, but like that?
Yeah, I think D Blake's just got the SHF Street Fighter figures, right?
Yep.
And
yep. You had that pop-up stool thing.
Yeah.
D Blake. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'll just post figures. And then a crowd started to form. And I'm like, what's going on?
Machu
no,
stole the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you guys. That's what's going on.
Speaking of D Blake, he's trying to start some beef here. Is in the chats. He's got he's saying AIC is greater than B2S, and then he's saying Eric is saying there is no comparison. He's trying to start some beef. He's just trying to sell signs. He's starting to beef to sell signs. That's what he's doing. So
listen, I can't take it off right now because of where it is, but I've got his Chubsy Wubsy sign right here. I'm pointing to it.
And based off of where I know where that is, stuff.
And his Spider-Man one is down here.
Fall over.
I have his Toy Migos one right there.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Other friends of the pods is
Yeah.
So I got a couple other people checking in. We got KJ Smith is here. What's going on, KJ?
Yo,
KJ. Yeah, my tongue got in the way of my eye tooth. Couldn't see what I was saying. Mario's here. What's going on, Mario? And let's see what else we got. And it looks like Jesser's calling me out. He says Diggs donated a figure for the Nexus showcase. Take a pic of a waifu figure and post it. Tag the collection Nexus. There you go. So then don't forget, check out Jurassic Jesser and the collection Nexus on Monday nights. They're on late, like really late for the East Coast guys, but go check them out. There you go. I think that's everybody. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, Renzu's putting in that stuff, but I'm not allowed to read. So.
We've got a giveaway going on right now.
Ooh.
So if anyone in the chat has not entered yet, La Boo Boo. Ever heard of it? So we're
try not to.
we're giving away a La Boo Boo Have a Seat. I will make this joke here because I always do it. It's Mace Windu's favorite La Boo Boo because it has a seat.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, so if you want to win a Labubu Have a Seat at AIC_podcast on Instagram, you can head over there. We're doing it throughout the month of June, so you've got 5 days left to enter.
Yeah.
So we ship anywhere in the U.S.
Quickest math I'm gonna do.
So if you have a U.S., if you are over 18 and can prove it or otherwise. I don't know. And have a U.S. mailing address. You can enter. So go and enter. And we could give a hint that our next month's giveaway, our July giveaway, will be a super one.
Oh, super one.
It will be a super. It will be a super platinum giveaway. There we go. I'm going with that. Super platinum giveaway. So do with that what you will. But yeah, so 5 days left. Go win yourself a Labubu, or try to win a Labubu. Don't pay $60 for one until you know that you lost this giveaway.
Is that how much they're going for? Is that for real?
So I went to Vietnam for work. And,
yes, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And I went to a Pop Mart in Vietnam, and they had a whole case of those. So I needed souvenirs for like my two daughters, some of their friends, cousins. And I was like, oh, there's 6 in here. And the entire case was like $70 with the conversion. So I bought a case and I bought like 2 extra ones. So I figured I'll use one as a giveaway or something. And not realizing actually how popular they were. Like, shame on me, I guess. I should have bought more. But I bought a whole case and plus 2, gave them out to some people at home. And hey, Kev.
You mentioned Labubu, and look at
exactly.
He showed up. Immediately, he was here.
His ears perked up. I think it's really hot where he is too. It was like even hotter. I think it was like 115 degrees in Toronto, or some shit like that. So
is that like Celsius though?
No. Like 47 Celsius. Kev, check my math. I think it was 40. Yeah,
115 degrees Celsius. I'm pretty sure they would not be there right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Dave's done doing math, so don't ask him to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I had no idea about this. Really, I knew that they existed, but had no idea how popular they were. And when I saw how much they were going for, I should have bought more.
It's funny because I had no idea what they were, and then as soon as you came back and mentioned them, I saw people that I know who are also people of adult age, just got a little boo-boo, got 15 people on my Instagram feed of people I used to work with. And I'm like, what? I didn't know this thing was a thing.
I opened one and put it on my bag.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my sister has some, and I know Yoko was collecting them too. But like that, other than that, it just like blew up out of nowhere. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Tenny was the first one to message me about them, and I was like, "What are these things?" Like, I'm
Yeah.
okay, you know.
I actually
You were
got
afraid
that.
to say.
crossover. I was. I didn't know what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. How do you not know what this is? And I'm like,
Yeah. It had to do with crossovers with Naruto. I don't know what's happening.
So
Yeah.
when I was in Target, like I think it was like last week, I was just walking down the toy aisle to see what they had, and there are these two adults that are just scouring the shelves, and they're complaining about like, it's a bunch of these scalpers that are just finding them and selling them on eBay. I'm just trying to find a Labubu for my kid, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you won't find a Labubu in Target. Right. And then I went to the collector section to just check NECA, and then they go over there like, I can't find a Labubu anywhere here. Where do they keep these Labubus at? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they don't sell them here, but they do have a Pop Mart in the American Dream Mall, and that's probably your best bet of finding them.
Yep. What would be a really great piece of content video is bringing a Labubu into Target with you during like a really popular. I mean, like, I got one. I got the last one.
Oh my god! And then you just see a bunch of
leaving your empty case there. Just be like, oh, there must have been some here. Now people are just constantly.
Man, that would have been great too.
Oh.
I already threw that thing out though.
like the people who are like now stealing Pokemon card carts. Like,
I've seen that all over my feed. The one guy who got arrested and who was resisting arrest.
Yeah.
That was...
Just take.
What are you
like,
here for?
People loading up carts, and then somebody else just swipes the cart. Like,
oh yeah, I've seen that too. So Machi was talking about Dave. There was a guy at a card show that was trying to swipe from one of the tables at a card show.
Oh, I see that on Instagram too.
And he got like pounced.
Yeah, there was like 4 cops on him.
Why would you do that? Like, it's.
I don't know why. For the same reason that people swap figs and rip open the booster pack boxes at Target and take the packs out.
I mean, like a person selling like cards is just like it's some dude. Like,
yeah.
But imagine sitting in that jail cell and everybody's like, what are you in for?
Tried to steal
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. Tried to steal a Bulbasaur.
Try to steal a Gem Mint 9.
Oh man. Oh, we got Enders checking in. What's going on, Enders?
Hey, Ruben, bro.
Here. Kevin says he's got bots scouring streams for Labubu Talk. That's how he's got him.
So that's how we can get an extra viewer. Just keep saying
That's
Labubu.
it. Just keep saying Labubu.
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 Yeah, there you go.
Boo. KJ says Maine is humid AF. Turn around, got 100. Oh, Massachusetts. Sorry. I don't. Come on. Yeah,
it's okay.
Maine,
I'm just
whatever. Up there is hot.
It's up there.
It's up there.
New England.
It's 100. It's 100.4 in where Kevin is. So Bearded wants a bearded Labubu. Let's I think you should just make one, Bearded. You probably make one.
They sell like Labubu accessories. You could dress your Labubu. I'm surprised that nobody has made like a bearded thing for it.
This is not the conversation I thought we would have tonight. Steve killing it with the dad joke, saying, "Is there a La Yogi buddy to go? Hey, Labubu."
Hold on.
Comes with a pick at Nick. Perfect.
There you go. Perfect. Twice. Nick's Figs is here. What's going on, Nick's Figs? Let's see. And I think that's everybody. Let's see. Dom says I saw a video where a guy sold fake Pokemon cards. The promoter locked the doors until they go. It's not that serious, guys. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. He says until he tries to track down a turtle figure and beat somebody. Yeah. Anyway.
Imagine the smell in that room is the part that hit, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that we were chatting about Superman before we started the stream. You picked up one of the newer ones, and you were showing how scary the faceplate is when you do this.
Hang on, I'll get it out. Hold on.
Yeah. There you go.
It's not magnetic, so like it's not as easy to swap as like an SH Figure Arts plate, but like.
It's like a weird question.
Creepy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He looks like a Dick Tracy villain.
I might
Oh,
display
yeah.
it. Might display it like this.
You know?
What's interesting is I don't know if it's coming across really on camera, other than the gaping hole in the middle of his head.
No, the inverted like features.
The curl is actually like tucked underneath the face. So like it's weird when you take the face off because it makes the face like the faceplate is like a really odd shape in order to deal with his face.
It lines up with the hairline.
Yeah,
That's
it's very interesting.
Oh, interesting. So it's so it's like cut. Oh. Oof.
And I will say in terms of the faces, like I like this neutral one the best, but this neutral one is pretty good, and so is this neutral one, because they gave you 3 neutral faces with this figure.
Did you just get screwed, or does that like
I
come with 3?
I looked it up first.
The second one looks like he's like furrowing his brow a little bit.
And then you get laser.
You get pink eye.
You get conjunctivitis. Superman.
Up for 3 weeks, Superman.
Yeah. No laser eye effect to pour it into that, but we do get the heat. Like this is post-coital heat vision.
Superman's been running hard. Like he's on a bender.
Yeah, I really don't. It is the brow. Okay, so the brow.
Yeah.
All right. The brow in this one is slightly more furrowed than the brow in this one. That's the difference.
And then I think the most serious face you get is the dirtied one, right? Like look how serious he looks.
Yeah, that is a very serious. That's a serious face.
He's like, I just want to shower, man.
You also get a really interesting. So you get like one fist, right, and then you get the flying hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right.
You get one wide open C grip. That's it. Like a really like.
So
you can like
soft drink.
Like choke slam somebody with this thing.
Right.
But yeah, I honestly though, like jokes aside, I do think this is a really cool figure. Like it looks really good. I mean, they've come a long way. The ankles don't have that like hideous ball joint on them anymore that like the original Superman had. And this one
got his choke slam in hand instead of like his murdering fist like the last movies.
And then he's got the wired cape. So I almost got in Target the other day because I saw just the standard release of this, the like $25 one, and I was like, oh, that's fine. I could deal without having crypto because I hadn't I missed the pre-order and stuff on this, which the crypto's pretty cool.
Crypto's cool, yeah.
But the regular release, which is the same one as the dirty one that you have, only has the rubber cape.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the soft goods cape, which is kind of a bummer.
He also has the choke slamming hand and the fight hand.
Okay,
same they are. Yeah.
Same hand configuration.
So dirty.
Just dirty.
So dirty. Yeah. I wonder if the choke slam is going to be important in the movie. So Steve says, "Holy Superman." It looks like the people who do press editing.
So,
oh man,
it does have like a Boardwalk Empire type of vibe to it, like our.
May it haunt all your dreams.
Yeah. Thanks for that. We'll be looking for that in the movie.
Have you seen the which figure was it?
Metamorpho? Yes, everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Can't get enough of him, huh?
The Alfred figure from Steiner.
Yeah.
He comes with a ton of hands. That you can use on that Superman.
Oh, that's a good point. I wonder if it's the same skin tone.
I think it's really close.
Okay. That's a good there's a couple of him hanging around that are at my local Target. So
and if you ever wanted a Jeremy Irons, like it's a good
a really good good likeness.
And it's got that cool he's got a cool like work apron too and a bunch of little tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that figure.
There's a lot to like about that figure.
Yeah.
Put the pink-eyed Superman face on his choke slam hand and a belt around his face. Whoa, okay.
Oh my! All right, Steve.
I stopped reading that one out loud.
I've
Yeah,
had to
you
get
get
better
choked.
about. Yeah, boy. I was gonna say I've had to get better about reading them through before putting them on stage. Yeah. It's an M. He's at the side. He should change the logo on his shirt. Did you guys pick up anything else? Anything else been on your desk at least?
I did pick up this. I haven't opened it yet. So speaking of our friends at Chubsy Wubsy, I picked up the Evil Dead 2-pack. So from NECA.
Nice. That looks really good.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. It's it's from the first film. So you've got Ash and Cheryl. Love getting like the non-main characters. We don't get that enough in like the horror line. Usually it's just kind of the mains.
Yeah.
But really cool. Like he's covered in blood. Chris Ramo, the packaging designer over at NECA, did an awesome job too with the box art on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love like the glossy windows and stuff. Like I like that they switched over to these matte finishes because you could shoot on them, which is really nice. So like, you know, even on the inside, the insert, I believe, is the cabin. I'll open it so we can look. But
Not only is it matte, but it also looks like it has a varnish on it too.
Yep.
The only thing I found was that Ultimate Stone Cold, which Eric was showing off before.
Oh, dude, I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah. See, like the inside of the cabin is
good.
It's at such a high DPI that they're printing these inserts out of that you can shoot on them, which is amazing.
That's really good.
Yeah. Steve says in that second head sculpt, it looks like Ash was looking to one side. Yeah, and he does that a lot in the movie, so that's a good like, kind of nod to how Bruce Campbell is. He does
the very exaggerated, like
the panic look that he does. They do the extreme close up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you get
Looks
you get the various like versions of Cheryl in demon form. Yeah.
He looks like he found a Labubu.
He did.
Oh, and I just realized too, she's got the hand with the pencil. That
I was gonna ask.
Which is great.
I was gonna ask. My ankle immediately hurt when you showed Cheryl.
Yep.
Oh man. So,
Yep, and you can recreate it. So
Agent Variant is here. What's going on, dude? How are you?
Hey.
What's going on, Georgie? So, let's go. I picked up one of the early Ashes, but that 2-pack has got me interested.
the only other Ash I have is the Ash from the other 2-pack, the one with him and the
Evil Dead 2 one.
Yeah, the Evil Dead 2 one where it's him and the dude in like the tan and brown striped shirt that turns into a demon. I'm blanking on his name.
I think it was like Brad or something, right? It was weird. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. It's like Brad or Mark or something like that. But I have. That's the only other Ash that I have. So I'm excited to have this one. You know, it's got that slightly younger, Evil Dead 1 look to it. So
yeah. That's the one I have. Has the it comes with the recorder, like when they play the tape and the Necronomicon and stuff. But I was like, I don't know how much more I need of this, but.
Yep. I'm a sucker for the horror stuff.
I actually love Evil Dead more than any of the other ones too, because it's just like serious horror movie.
Yeah.
You mean the first one, right? You're saying yeah. It's serious, but it's not, right? Like, I mean, there's always that flavor to it with whatever you put Bruce Campbell in with Sam Raimi, which of course is everything. So, but yeah.
But like once 2 and Army of Darkness kind of, they really dialed up the like comedy aspect.
Yeah, they leaned into it.
Once he got a
budget. Once he got a budget.
Yeah, it had rules.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
That looks really
That's
good.
Really good. There's a really good Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, and you could do one of those like really close up shots too with like a nice like depth of field and get that like warped look. Yeah, that's awesome.
Somebody needs to do a Jack of all trades custom. There's a deep cut. What's up,
Wow.
Briscoe County.
I was going to say,
County,
Dave would love some Briscoe County figures.
I would love a Briscoe County figure.
Watch is like, what are you nerds talking about? So
Nerds.
When I went to Comic-Con, it was a few years back. It was when Ash vs. Evil Dead first aired. They had the whole thing. They had the whole setup at like Comic-Con. They had the his
with the car
caravan.
and everything. Yeah.
They had his caravan there, and then at Hammerstein they wound up showing like the first episode, stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
But it's gonna be hard to see here, but the Evil Dead 2 poster art
Oh wow,
here.
Oh,
that's cool.
Which got me like an autographed poster. Which,
that's cool.
like they were like, "Oh no, come back tomorrow at like 9 to this area," and I was able to go to the meet and greet. And Bruce was like, "Oh, can I take a picture of that?" And apparently, he has like an album of whenever somebody shows him an Evil Dead 2 tattoo or an Evil Dead tattoo.
That's actually pretty cool. So now you're somewhere
Yeah.
in a book in Bruce Campbell's house.
I'm in Bruce Campbell's phone somewhere
Yeah, or his Bruce Campbell's phone.
in his camera roll.
That's something to brag about. I brag about.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Yeah, groovy. Well, all right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. So we talked a little bit about San Diego Comic-Con. Mattel
Wait,
Creations.
J-Shot, did you get anything in this week?
Yeah. What did you guys
Oh,
get?
sorry.
What'd you guys get?
I the only thing I got this week was I got a phone booth from Grime City.
Ooh.
Showed up.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's kind of his part two.
That-
It's a random.
That's not Clark Kent.
It's not Clark Kent. It's Casey Jones pretending to be Clark Kent. But yeah, this is it's his V2, so it comes with the. I'm gonna take Casey out for a second.
The closing doors.
It comes with the
Yeah.
closing door. So, but yeah, the door kind of floats a little bit. But
That's
it's cool.
awesome.
It's really cool. It's really detailed, of course, with him and the light on the top and stuff. So yeah, I'm digging it.
That's awesome.
I'm digging
You need a
it.
George Carlin to go in there.
I'll take a George Carlin figure. Yeah, I'll take a George Carlin figure. Let's see. Born says he just
Deadpool
got
trying
that
to change.
3 months ago from Grime City. Well, okay, maybe it's not as new as I thought. Yes, he is very pricey, but yeah, he does good work. Oh, Dave slipped into Bruce's DMs.
No, not even.
Yeah. Oh, Homeless Joe. Yes, Homeless Joe would work in there too. Yes, I agree. I don't have that figure. Do you guys get that figure? Do you guys go like? I don't want to call it I guess third party, right? Where it's like not mainstream character kind of stuff.
I mean,
Well, Homeless Joe wasn't a third party. He was a Mezco figure.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a third party thing.
Oh, is he? Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong. Yeah.
You're thinking of
Homeless Joe
yeah, you're thinking
trying
of
to
the GI.
think.
The yeah.
I'm like looking around to see if I have anything like
he is
on
a, he is a
hand.
third party.
You know, it's not that I buy too much stuff as it is.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
if I open the door to the third party stuff, it's just it's not a good. It would not be a good move for me.
Yeah.
I
get it.
mean, like, I have a couple like, toy pizza things, but
Yeah, but that's indie. That's different. That's like
Yeah.
an indie toy maker. You know.
Here's a third party. So
Yeah, and it looks awesome.
oh, that's cool.
Look how mad he is.
Comes with three different mad faces.
and he's got a light up eyes.
Oh,
Really see the
whoa!
lights
Did
up.
you just turn those on with a magnet?
Yep.
Dude.
That's cool.
Magnets.
How
How do they work? Oh, whoa!
I think I
Internet
left.
rivalry.
I think I left this on because the light, the eyes are not as bright. I think I might have accidentally left it on after a stream.
And what? It's just have like a little watch battery in it somewhere.
Yeah, it's in it. Here, let me see if I can pull it.
But where's his face hole?
Where's his face hole? Oh, it's too hot that the mechanism's. Oh, there we go.
It's sticking. Yeah.
So there.
Oh, okay, got it. Got it.
Like a
Got it.
Metallo. Oof.
Yeah. He's a robot Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henrock, you got Wall XD corners?
Already?
WTF, mate? What the hell? What the hell?
Damn.
How'd that happen? All right. Well, fine. Clearly, High School Creations has a favorite. So look at that. All right. I see what we're doing here. Well, guess they started another rivalry on the stream tonight. There you go.
There you go.
Uh-oh. You can't
No.
start a rivalry with him.
No,
I
we
couldn't
can't.
play a rematch with Henrock.
No. I was gonna start it with Mikey, but
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. That's
Agent
not
says, "Be careful." Go ahead, go at it. Yeah, it's fine. Be careful posing as Superman if he's heard some QC. Yeah, I saw that there was some leg stuff, but I think yours has been pretty solid for a while, right?
Yeah, I've been posing around
Yeah.
a lot. I'm not ham-handing the figure either. So,
I was gonna say.
but now the battery's not turning off, so now I don't know what to do. Just take out the battery, I guess, right?
That
Yeah.
would be. Yeah, I think that's the. I think
Yeah.
that's the move. I think that's the move.
Luckily, it does come with one extra battery, so I don't have to go out and buy another one.
I'm sure you can grip a few extra somewhere. But,
Yeah.
So one of the things that I wanted to bring up with you guys,
Yeah.
specifically today, right? The San Diego Comic-Con Mattel Creations like mega dump
yeah.
of exclusives. Because personally, I think there's one release in there. While it's not necessarily for me and something that like I would get in my collection, I think it is going. I think it is going to be the thing to beat in terms of coolest exclusives.
Oh, cool.
All right. Well, I got it here. So you tell me where you want to go. Are you talking about the exclusive Pauline?
Yeah,
I mean, that's cool.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one that did it for me.
Perfect timing for Pauline with Bonanza coming out.
No, I mean the Jurassic World team over there. It has been just kind of like year after year of banger from them, right? Like they had going back to the.
That's the best part of it.
Funniest thing.
That little wall was so tight.
And the faces are swappable on it. Like you can.
Yeah,
make it, like,
I
different
noticed that.
people. It's just so like they understand it, right? Because like, right. I think the biggest legitimate complaint with any convention exclusive, whether it's New York, whether it's San Diego, is like when it's somebody or something that is critical to a collection. Like when it's like a character that has never been released in any other, form or function, and the only way you can get it is through this. And it's like, Serpentor is a great example of like a kind of crappy con exclusive because it's such an integral figure, and they haven't re-released it again. Like that's it. And it wasn't like that big, in terms of like they've released bigger stuff at retail in terms of offering, but like this is the kind of wackiness that a Comic-Con exclusive should be, because it is so cool and so distinctly weird and
distinctly San Diego too from the end of the movie.
Yeah, and plays into like and historically they've done the same thing. Like the Jimmy Buffett one last year was unbelievable, and it was
shaving cream can.
The shaving cream can with Nedry, the sexy Jeff Goldblum, where the packaging looked like the book. Yeah, the director Spielberg one, and then the Gennaro getting eaten on the toilet. Yeah. They've just done such a good job with their exclusives. Like they get it, they understand. Mattel in general is really good about that, because even the Cena is awesome, because it's like, unless you collect every single Cena figure or collect every single Ultimate Edition, sorry Dave, you don't need that figure unless you're like a hardcore Cena fan, because there's nothing. All of those belts have been put out before. There's no new face sculpts in there. You can get a different version of the Champ is Here Cena. It's just like for a hardcore collector, and it doesn't leave anybody on the outside looking in, which is great. But I could literally watch this commercial all day.
Yeah. What's funny is I was at the WrestleMania the Raw the night after WrestleMania 29. So like that figure to me actually.
I was there too. I think.
Is that?
Yeah.
With everybody singing Fandango's theme song.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
That Cena is that night, so it's it's a cool one to have. Anyway,
I still haven't even seen it. Can we look at that?
Yeah, I got it right now. Pulling it up. The only thing I was going to add is that for the
I don't see it.
It's good.
The classic.
That's the only Cena figure I bought, was the invisible one, the see-through one. I love though that the T-Rex comes with its own exclusive. Like it comes with the version of the exclusive. Did you guys see that? Did you notice that? Yeah, that was a cool little touch too.
But yeah, this Cena, the Cena is great. It's one of
all his world titles, like
more than the world titles. I think it's got is it all the world titles, or does it have I thought it has the US championship too.
No, I think it's all the world titles.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
we should have given him the US too.
Well, isn't US Spinner Belt coming with that 3-pack?
It is.
Oh, is it just elites then?
Yeah, those are just the elites. Yeah, and it's the 3, the prototype, the Dr. Thugonomics, and the and you can't see me. So yeah, it's the 3 like versions of Cena. But this is like one of the best Ultimate Edition bodies that they have done. You know, like it looks like him. It's proportionate. It's Grumps got me in the chat with the John Cena.
John Cena.
But yeah, it's another like though great exclusive because it's Cena in jorts. If you are a basic like average collector, you don't need this. Like you really don't. But it's really cool for the hardcore fans.
Oh, cool.
I still might pick this one up anyway. Yeah.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
This segment is brought to you by our friends at Chubsy Wubsy Toys. A traditional mom-and-pop toy store in Little Falls, New Jersey, Chubsy Wubsy Toys brings you the best new toys from the brands you love without the hassle of pounding the pavement searching for them at larger retail stores. Visit them in person at their brand new home at 101 Newark Pompton Turnpike, Suite 1 in Little Falls, New Jersey, or online at chubsywubsy.com. That's CHUBZZYWUBZZY.com. And tell them Adventures in Collecting sent you.
And now, back to the show.
I was going to say the only thing that I know, Matt, you've been disappointed with Mattel in the past is that they don't have a lot of their exclusives.
Yes.
Yeah, at San Diego, it's a lot of online order.
Yeah, last
so that
year.
Is like, yeah.
I think the Shawn Michaels was supposed to originally be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then something happened where they didn't have him on site. So you had to order it online. But like I walked in and I'm like, I walk into the Mattel booth and I'm like, all right, I want to get this Shawn Michaels figure because this is like the boyhood dream, WrestleMania 12. This is what got me into wrestling. And they're like, oh, you got to order it online. I'm like, what do you mean? I flew all the way here just to get this figure.
This is one of the only times I've ever seen Matt get like angry at somebody else, like for no reason. Like, like you just, but I'm here now. Why can't I buy it? Like, just scan the QR code. I don't want to scan a code. Like I was waiting for him to be like, you know who I am? Yeah, I'll pose it for you. Oh god. I missed Tom's comment saying, I'm kind of glad I could pass on the Cena. Cena as an exclusive is like McFarlane doing Batman as an exclusive. That's actually pretty solid.
You know, I think in any other year that comment would be like on the money, but they actually like timed this right. Yeah. Like I got to give it to them. They have been
they've done a good job with this final.
Yeah.
The last time is now kind of year.
Yeah. It's very much so like last year. Love him, hate him, don't want to talk about him, whatever. But like celebrating like the year of Hulk Hogan and the 40th anniversary of Hulkamania, like they did a very good job of cranking out every goddamn version of the Hulkster you could possibly want, and
most
some
that you may not even.
Yeah. They've done a really good job of doing that this year with Cena, like getting everything out there in a timely fashion, which is not easy. I mean, that's just it's not an easy feat to do, and everything's been with the exception of the last time is now like the WrestleMania Cena. I know like Walmart was canceling a bunch of those orders.
Yeah,
I was about to say mine got canceled. I was like,
mine
what the
did
hell?
as well.
Yeah, so not quite sure what's happening with that. But I know too it's supposed to go up on Shop WWE as well.
Yeah, at some point.
So, my guess is that maybe the allotment needed to be split and they didn't do that in advance, and they just can't fulfill everything on Walmart.com because it's got to go to Shop WWE too. Pure assumption, but it's what it kind of seems like based on that initial press release that was put out for that figure. So
my Switch arrived, so I'll take the Cena cancellation.
Take the Switch over the Cena. Wicked Fat is in the chat. He's also apparently talking in the third person.
I dig it.
Is also here. There you go. And
I like that it rhymed too. So
so
I'm,
good.
I'm-
Yeah, that's why I dig it.
You're okay with it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. It's cancel culture, am I right? Were there any other reveals here today? I mean, I do love. Mattel does a good job with these, like the Fisher Price kind of.
Yeah, the little
There's
people.
been a bunch of turtles that have been released, which I love. The fact that it's got Headpool is hysterical. But these were cool. I think
the Twin Times Mall is cool.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna go to. Computer's skipping here. This was really cool.
want
It would
this.
actually.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It would be cool if there was a secondary sign hidden in there right at the end where it says
For the Lone Pine Mall.
Pine Mall, yeah. This is a cool look. They do a good job with these too. With they're doing a lot more of the Fast and Furious ones I've been seeing coming out. Right?
Have you opened your DeLorean yet?
No, haven't even taken it out of the box. So
The Orca is
Same.
cool too.
the Orca. Where's the
The
Orca?
Jaws.
Yeah, down
Oh.
that one. There you go. Yeah.
I saw
I haven't
this.
actually seen this one. This is supposed to look more like it's like a micro machines almost.
It's Hot Wheels, but
Oh,
it's
Hot Wheels. Sorry.
a boat. It's the Orca.
Is micro machines?
But Jaws is there too.
Yep.
There he is. He showed up.
You get Bruce.
You get Bruce. There. I think this would probably round out the TMNT crossover, right? I think they're almost done with this.
That was a cool
Uh,
box.
Yeah.
It was a really cool box.
Box is really cool. It's almost like Super Shredder, like because they already did the Skeletor Shredder, like the basic release. But this is almost like Super Shredder Skeletor, which is really neat.
And it looks like it comes with a throne too, right? Like is that included in it? Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah.
sitting.
Yeah. So, have you guys seen the He-Man and Thundercats crossover figures yet?
Oh yeah.
They look really good. They
Yeah,
look really,
we got
really
a
good.
chance to see those in person at Toy Fair
Fair, right?
during the Mattel showcase thing,
Oh, nice.
and that was the
Oh.
highlight of the Mattel showcase. Like they had most of their presentation was very like retailer, like buyer driven. Like they were talking about like what they're trying to move the needle with, and like the fall and winter, like around the holiday season. So a lot of it was stuff that we had kind of already seen, or like very kid driven, which is totally fine. Like, it is what it is. Not everything can be collector based. But when they got to the section with the Masters of the Universe Thundercats, seeing those in person, they really did a great job with those. Like those arguably, like at scale, could be some of the best Thundercats figures, like I think ever.
Yeah.
Just because they really nailed the colors, the fact that it's kind of a 2-in-1 figure, you can get the original look out of it. Yeah, it's just really smart. It's just very, very smartly done.
It's in
I
scale
think
with a
you-
lot of other stuff.
I was about to say, I think you also relit that rivalry in Jay Shot's head when you said you saw it in Toy Fair, because we could not even get into Mattel for
No.
Toy Fair.
we weren't allowed into it. Yeah, we weren't allowed in. So.
We tried. I wish we recorded our attempts. Because
So-
it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, shout out to a couple of things.
That was our first time at Toy Fair. We couldn't get into
Ours too.
Mattel.
Oh, okay.
So
The first time we
No,
had gone pre-pandemic,
so first time we ever went to Toy Fair, I didn't
right on the edge of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Yeah, it was like February of 2020,
20?
right?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
like
ain't kidding.
we were at like a super spreader event. And yeah, and everyone had just come from Hong Kong too. So I mean, like
That's-
legit,
yeah,
like
that's-
we were
yeah.
at like a super spreader event.
All right, we
Um,
get it. You're cool. You even spread COVID before us. That's fine. You know.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, but I didn't know how Toy Fair worked. So like I just walked up to different booths and I was like, "Hey, can I go look inside?" And the Mattel booth or Mattel floor, right? Because they have like an entire floor.
Yeah.
We walked in. I was by myself actually the first day, so Dave wasn't able to join me. I walked up to them and I was like, "Hey, can I come in and see?" And they're like, "Do you have an appointment?" I was like, "No." And they were like, "We'll see you next year." And they like slid me a business card and that was it. And I like didn't know what to do. I was so dejected because it was also the first thing I tried to do. Because you walk into the Javits and you see the giant Mattel logo, you're like, all right, let's go see what's going on over there.
I know what that is.
Yeah, and yeah, that was it. Did not get in.
Yeah. Dig says they wouldn't let us in because of your Shawn Michaels meltdown. They're like, we know you. We know
That's
you.
what you should have done. You should have dropped down to your knees and this is the boyhood dream.
This is twice now Mattel has screwed me over.
Turned into
Why?
a boyhood nightmare.
Yeah. Apparently, I got a rivalry here, and Machu's got one with Mattel. That's what's going on. What's up, Brian? How are you, dude? Oh, yeah, that was.
Is Eric Canadian?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know
know
what that
that.
one was about.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he just sleeped it in there. So, yeah. Rick Dom's in the chat too, saying we're gonna need a bigger Hot Wheel. So, and just Justin Collex is stopping by too. What's going on, man? You can check out his show on Saturdays. I believe he does his show. We're gonna join his show in August because that's our first free weekend. So, but yeah, Hasbro doesn't even let me in. I have to be Machu's +1. So I don't even get in for Hasbro. They're like, yeah, Machu, come on in. They're like, who are you? I was like, just like
He's my +1.
Yeah. Actually, this year I think I was Tenny's +1 last year. So
Yes, that was at San Diego.
That grinds my gears a little bit, but it's okay. Tenny's also got the Labubus. That's why they were like, come in, she was their supplier. So. We now know the truth. What else are you guys excited for this year? What are you waiting to see?
I mean, the big thing is the Bandai ones. Like Bandai and Tamashii Nations, they haven't announced anything yet. And usually by this point, I mean we're less than a month out now, right? Or just about. Usually by now we have that, like they announced the whole thing with like the ticket process and where the pavilion, you got to go to pick up your ticket to get in the line to do the other thing, right? Like usually all that is out by now. So I'm kind of surprised because like their stuff is always interesting because it's like a pretty wide array, right? Like you get like a Dragon Ball piece or two, maybe something from One Piece or Naruto or
probably a Marvel in there somewhere. Sometimes
it's a Marvel thing. I mean, I'm a big Godzilla fan, so like usually there's some sort of kaiju thing, and they're still milking that 70th anniversary of Godzilla, even though like we're well into the 71st year at this point. But like that's fine.
But there's also the re-release of Shin Godzilla coming out.
Yeah. So I'm really hoping there's at least one like good Godzilla piece in there. I'm a sucker for all the Dragon Ball stuff. I mean that the Goku and Gohan on Nimbus was my favorite San Diego Comic-Con exclusive last year, and it's probably one of my favorite SHF releases of all time. Just being able to hit them in like that pose from the like commercial bumper just like warms my soul.
I'm just thinking
I don't even think I
want
opened mine.
I want like slug, slimy, like worm version of Shin Godzilla.
Oh God, yeah,
from the beginning.
Yeah. Gross Godzilla.
Where you're looking at it like, what is this?
Well, I don't even know which one that is. What one is that?
Have you seen Shin Godzilla?
No, I know. Is that the newest one?
No, so it's the one before.
It's the one prior.
4-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It basically like it's a body horror movie in a hidden in a Godzilla movie. Like Godzilla turns from like just mutates from like form to form, but starts as like this gross like
amorphous
slug
blob.
worm thing. Yeah. And then eventually once like he turns into like his like final form, in order to like do the atomic breath, his
jaw dislocates.
Jaw dislocates like an anaconda. It's gross. Jesus. It's so gross, but I love it. Doesn't he fire out of his tail too? He like pulls up his tail and he like shoots atomic stuff out of his tail. Yeah.
It's gonna be in theaters.
Well, tell me what to do, Jesser.
I
agree.
Definitely plan on seeing it in a theater.
I agree with Jesse. Definitely watch Shin Godzilla.
Yeah,
and also
100%.
Alamo just announced they've partnered up again this year with Toho to celebrate the anniversary of Godzilla, which is November 3rd or something like that. I think it's Godzilla Day
specifically.
So they
just
have
opened up a theater in the Valley Fair Theater. Is Kaiju themed?
Yep.
Oh,
and
wow.
they have all new like Toho, like exclusive Toho merch, and they said that there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening on November 3rd for Godzilla Day. So if you have an Alamo near you,
We do.
We actually have an Alamo like 5 minutes from us. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually right between us.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one, if you know?
Brooklyn?
Well, it's between two Sentinels, the Alamo. So that's
Come on, hit it. You got to hit it. Hit it.
A lot
That's
of use
three.
out of that tonight. Yeah.
So I was gonna say I usually go to Yonkers, but
Yeah. No, it's I think we have the Shaolin one, right? Is that what they call
The
it?
Staten Island
So-
one, yeah.
oh, the Staten
Yeah.
Island one, yeah.
Yeah, but it's themed in like Shaolin,
Mhm.
like kung fu flick. So
Yeah, didn't they have
pretty
like the RZA help?
Wait, they're not all like that? They're all
No.
cool.
different?
No, each
No.
one is different. Yeah.
Each one's different.
Oh.
Everyone's different.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Some
didn't
of
know
them
that.
are like the one in
Yeah.
Yonkers is just like a regular theater. Like it's not like themed. But yeah, some of them are super themed. I think the Brooklyn one is themed, isn't it?
I've never been to the Brooklyn one, so
I've
I've actually gone
been-
to the original before, like the original in Texas, which was really cool to go. That was my first.
The
experience
original
going to an
Alamo?
Yes, not the.
Did you go to the
not
basement?
fort. Yes, I did. We did. We went to the basement. We got. I saw. Oh my god! I saw the. We had zombies. The drinks. It was the Joaquin Phoenix movie that was out that time period. This is years ago. I'm never gonna remember the name of that movie. I can't remember what the hell I did yesterday. I'm not
Joaquin
gonna-
Phoenix movie.
Yeah, where he was like trying to solve a crime. It was a really good movie. It was a really good movie. I'll effort it while we jump to another question here.
We got Trevor.
Oh,
That's
Trevor.
Yeah, let's be curious because he likes the smash up. All right, look at that. I'll take that. Feels like a good. That feels
finally
like a
something
positive.
he likes from us.
Finally, yeah.
Love Trevor. Love Trevor.
Oh, and then Wicked Fat is asking, "What's on the workbench?" So you guys can
Ooh.
chat about that while I try to remember what the hell movie that was that I saw.
I appreciate the Wu-Tang.
Was it You Were
Vibe.
Never Really Here?
No, that wasn't it. Oh man, I'll find it.
Okay.
Find it. Yeah, give me a second.
Joker.
Who
It
was
wasn't Joker. This was years ago. Years
Her
ago.
is also a great guess for that.
Mhm.
Inherent
Uh,
Vice. It was Inherent Vice. That's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Yes.
is a good movie.
Yeah. So
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's like a time period piece. So it was really good though.
It's,
It was really good.
PTA too. It's Paul Thomas Anderson, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
So it was really good. So he says, "Wow, I love everything."
Aw.
Thank
I don't
you.
know who he's talking to, but yeah.
Probably not.
Collective.
You get hard.
Not me.
You get hard
It's Aaron,
hands.
Yeah.
Collective everybody.
Collective all of us. But yeah, what do you guys got on your workbench? What do you? I mean, I think you showed off that scary Superman.
I'm working on this.
You're working on.
Still.
Now this is like more of a custom than you normally custom, right? Like this.
Yeah, so I took the suit off of the original Spider-Man custom that I did, right? With the Yamaguchi. I didn't sew the back yet. But so this is the V Toys buck with the whatchamacallit? The sorry, a hand fell off. This is the V Toys the skinny buck, right? And I still have the other Spider-Man in with the maximum body, right? But this one is a skinnier body that I've been trying to tweak a little bit. I've added some sculpt to the actual figure itself to just fill out the suit a little more. But I do love the articulation on this because he can.
How many of the suits do you have? You have two.
I have two.
I didn't realize you had two.
Yeah. So I'm actually. This is a newer suit. So when I finalize this one, I'm gonna take this one off and put it on here.
Just keep swatching.
So
Yeah.
I do have two, I guess, custom things on my bench here. One, I did take a picture of this the other day, but I realized I didn't really talk about it that much. I painted an Everett Ross body, all black, and I clipped the tie off.
There you go.
To make Bully McGuire. So and he
That
Where's
is the
Jimbo?
figure we all wanted. That is the figure we all wanted.
and I don't do a whole lot of customs.
He's not doing the point though. That's,
But that's still good though.
This
great.
is just a black acrylic paint. Just took my time and did some light coats on it. I did look into the whole like using the RIT dye to like dye the whole figure black. I honestly still might go back and try that with another Everett Ross body. I bought, I think the figure I own more of in any duplicate form or fashion is Everett Ross from that Black Panther 2 or Black Panther 2 wave. Because when he hit $10, it's just like $10-$12. You get
and
these.
you didn't even get those at like Ollie's, right? Those.
Nope. You could get one right now on Amazon for $12. Like, every now and then I'm like, I'm bored. I'm just gonna order another Everett Ross.
He's not even good enough for Ollie's.
It's like when people were ordering retro rings and just like making different rings.
And when I did go, we don't have an Ollie's really near us in New Jersey.
It's
so
an hour away.
When I go, sometimes I have to go to Tampa for work. My company has an office in Tampa, and there is an Ollie's right next to the office. Like it's practically walking distance. And I'm not gonna lie, when I went there, I did come home with 5 Everett Ross figures. So I just keep getting them.
Did you expense it? Did you work expensive?
No. But they were $5 each, so it was fine.
I mean, I guess the good thing about driving to the Ollie's down in South Jersey is there's a Walmart across the street.
Yes, yeah, there is. That's the one where what's his name? I think it's technically Middletown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where I got all those red the tracksuits.
Yep.
Yes.
And then the other, thank you again for that, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
And then the other thing I got today, so one of my biggest pet peeves with the WWE figures is I love the attention to detail of getting the titles with the custom plates on it. But one of the things I do for my displays all the time is I just put whoever is the current champion like just out. Okay. So I like having these generic titles. Yeah. And there's this guy that I found years ago on Instagram, Turnquist Fig Belts.
Yes, I've seen their work. Really good work.
He makes unbelievable, and I mean, like they're Velcro, they're felt on the inside so they don't scratch or stain up your figures. He does even like the details on the little grommets on the side. These are all 3D printed and hand painted. I got this in today along with the women's United States championship. So I'm now like caught up. I have all, with the exception of the speed belt. I don't have the speed belt yet. I don't know.
There's not a Sol Ruka either, so
don't know if I'm gonna worry about that one. But now thanks to him, I do have all of the current titles in generic form with just the WWE, with just the Fed plates on the side. And yeah, they're so well built. They hold up. They scale amazingly. Like he does such a good job with these.
How much do they go for, if you don't mind me asking?
It varies. So It depends on the belt, depends on the size and everything. It also depends on how many you order. Like he'll work with you. The wait lists for them are really long, and he does this whole thing through like Discord, where you got to go on Discord, you got to sign up for his Discord, and you got to go through the comments and everything. And get on the wait list, but it's totally worth it. Like I've been waiting, I want to say it's probably almost 6 months for these to be perfectly honest with you. But the thing is, once he makes them, and like he makes a bunch of them, he gets like a bunch out at once. Okay. So, but yeah, definitely check out his work. Turnquist Fig Belts. Love this dude. And I think he's on, if you're not on Instagram and you're only on X, I think he's the Red Daniels, I think is his handle there. So yeah, awesome stuff though. Awesome stuff.
You've enabled Agent Variant. He's like, this mofo right here is going to make. He doesn't even like wrestling. He doesn't even like it.
And he'll do custom stuff for you too. So I don't know if you guys follow Collect Horror on Instagram. He's another just amazing photographer. Great dude. He did this whole like sewer slam wrestling fig fed that he put together, and he made him a custom like sewer slam title that looks like a sewer lid. Yeah, he'll do custom stuff for you too. So I know I'm looking in the back there, Machu, and I see you got Hulk is in the corner. So if you're doing like Machu wrestling, he'll make you a custom belt.
We should do it for the what's it called we do with the Toy Daddies that they rig every year.
Oh, the top 5.
The top,
Right.
the figure thing. Yeah. What is it? What is
Oh, yeah,
it?
I wanted to.
Yeah.
I also wanted to show off this. I got from Prime to the first.
Oh,
Yeah. You got one too? What'd you get? Which one did you get?
I got the Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh, nice.
I
You
think
got a
I
light
had
in there?
that too bright. Yeah, the light is a little
Yeah.
too bright that it's overexposed.
I need to order more from him. I only have
Yeah.
one.
It slides in the back.
Oh, that's so cool. I have a very early cab from him. I have a what's the urban legend game that supposedly was like a recruitment? Polybius, yeah. He made me a Polybius cab.
Nice.
But it doesn't light up or anything like that. The ones that he's making now are just
Yeah.
next
He just
level.
keeps getting better. Trying to find mine. I just figure out where I put mine.
With all the
here it
NPC figures coming out.
You can like slide it out too and make your own if you wanted to. You know.
Well, I was thinking too, Lachu, like because you have that and you have the back, like you put the Osmo in there, you get a cool like front.
A good
view.
shot. Yeah, a good
Yeah.
shot.
Oh,
After
man.
playing,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like,
That's
oh, that
a
would
good
be
one.
a cool little thing.
Yeah, and if you put a filter on it to make it look like the back of a Sierra, almost like that
Yeah.
effect from Wreck-It Ralph,
Yeah. Oh, that's
where
a
they're
good call,
looking at
too.
people through
That's
the.
using your brain. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got to order more from him. I would love an X-Men cab, like a 4-player X-Men cab, and I've seen
Yeah.
he's done them before. And also
Yeah.
he does the freaking episode 1 Pepsi machines, which are
Dude.
awesome.
Yeah, like I have a bunch of his stuff. Like
Yeah.
from the just like seeing the progression of each one. You know, like
Yeah.
I have the Turtles one. I have
Yeah.
the regular Street Fighter 2. But like seeing how he's
Up the game.
evolved, right? Each time.
Yeah, I mean mine is I
It's
think
really cool.
mostly foam board.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the
Yeah,
first
the first one was
board.
foam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then he moved to like I guess this is like MDF or wood, right? That he
They
used.
look so good. Yeah, I gotta order another one from him. It's been too long.
That and with all these games getting re-released too, like
And
Yeah.
and the figures, like you can now like
Mhm.
soon you'll be able to have your Marvel versus Capcom figures playing Marvel versus Capcom. You know, you have your Jada Street Fighter figures lined up next to those new Gamerverse Marvel Legends ones, and
mhm.
Mhm.
you could take the most meta photo ever.
It'd be better if you did Batman and Superman playing Marvel versus Capcom. So, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
You
not
could
a
do
bad idea.
There's another one.
Bat-
Batman and Scorpion.
Batman,
Yeah.
just get them all in there. We'll just sneak them all in. Wicked Fat says should make one for the YouTube wrestling Pancheezy used to do. Winner takes a 112 belt. I love that. We can do that too. We need
I
a
like
tag
that.
team belt. Yeah. Does the game give your figure seizure like the arcade game did in real life?
Oh,
Am I just
Polybius?
allegedly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly.
I don't
Allegedly.
even know what this game is. I'm gonna have to look this up. Spell it. Polybius?
POLYBIUS,
P-O.
Why?
right?
US.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's like the OG creepy
Creepypasta. Yep.
I don't even know what creepypasta is, but all right. That I'm gonna have to dive into this. Weird. Okay.
Honestly,
It's
if
very
you want to get your full story of it,
Uh-huh.
on YouTube, Angry Video Game Nerd.
I was gonna say the AVGN
Yeah,
episode.
the Angry Video Game Nerd Halloween special about Polybius. You'll get everything you need,
Okay. It's,
and
it's
you'll
actually one of the
have a
first
good
things that
time
comes
too.
up.
I was
Okay.
gonna say you'll actually very much enjoy it.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing he's done ever. So,
It's one of them. Yeah.
but yeah, great video.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Meanwhile, we were dicking around. I did finish opening this.
Oh,
And
nice.
I can't put it down.
How did you manage to do that while talking and not make a single sound?
He's
that
good.
I turned my mic off for a little bit and ripped
Oh.
some
the mic off.
zip ties. Yeah, I got a little button here. I just turned it off,
Yeah.
made some noise, and then
You didn't miss a beat though either, so there
Yeah.
you go. It was good. That was impressive. But we are coming up on our time tier 2, and I know that Eric, I know that you're in the attic, so I want to make sure that you don't overheat.
appreciate
Uh,
it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but what's next for you guys? I mean, like, what's the next drop? What's the next interview? What's the next exclusive? What are you beating us to next?
So here's the funny thing: we don't plan that far in advance. You're giving us way too much credit.
Yeah.
The thing that's really great about Toy People is they're kind of around most of the time.
Yeah,
So we really only book
maybe
like
for
a week,
you. Oh, yeah.
a week or two out. No, next up we have well, in case you missed this, we'll re-air it. So this will be on our feed on Monday,
There you go.
which will be really great. And then we head into kind of con season. So I know Kyle Wadiga is looking to come back on and talk to us, see what he's been up to since his unfortunate recent news. But he'll be on with us before Comic-Con. I think that's the next guest that we have lined up. But then we always kind of wait to see what happens at San Diego Comic-Con and see what kind of
react.
Yep, who we need to talk to, who needs to explain themselves. And then the big thing for us this summer too is with SummerSlam being in our backyard, quite literally.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys got tickets or planning on going, but we're going.
Oh, okay.
So that's gonna be really exciting for me because I've never been to a PLE pay-per-view. Been to Raw and SmackDown and all that. So I'm excited to see what they have there. Figure reveals.
Yeah, GCW is coming to town. So
yep.
Nice.
Oh,
Are you going like as press, or you just bought tickets?
Bought tickets.
Because I know that you've done. I was gonna say you've done some really cool stuff with the wrestling, kind of community and the toy community too. I did want to bring that up a little bit, like because I remember there was a clip where you were like asking questions, and
God,
I don't remember who like called you out about it, and I was like toys. I was like, this is great. That
was the best.
Yeah.
So we managed to get in on the press list for AEW for access to like just get in as press.
Mm-hmm.
It initially did not include access to the scrum. Like it was just like, hey, press ticket, here you go. And then like they came back around basically and we're like, here, put the sticker on your badge. And we're like, does this get us into the scrum? And they were like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, well, we looked at each other. We're like, we're only going to ask toy questions.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be the thing. I am shameless. So I'll raise my hand every single goddamn time.
Yeah.
And
the only one we were kind of intimidated by was Don Callis a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we just could, we didn't even get to ask him a question. I don't think.
No, we didn't. But I was like, Don Callis is going to call us out. Like,
and I had the best question for him. I had that man has been in the wrestling world for God, what, at like 30 years at this point,
probably
at least.
Longer.
I think.
And
more.
the man's only had one action figure, and it was when he was the Jackal, and it came with a Kurgan figure in the Jack's Bone Crunchers. And I was gonna ask him, like, you are a prominent figure in this industry. You've been across multiple organizations. You manage some of the most powerful people in the business. Why do you only have one action figure? And I was gonna see what he said.
To ask it, yeah. Well, Dom has it. So in case you're wondering, Dom has that figure. So
I had that figure too.
I have it. I have it in a Tupperware container downstairs. But yeah,
getting yelled at by Mercedes, that was fun. Getting
we broke MVP. That's my like he was
MVP's like I collect. I get it.
Well, also,
does.
Right? Like you have this weird with these scrums. You have some people that answer the questions in kayfabe, they're in character, and then you have other talent that doesn't. Like Daniel Garcia was a perfect example of like somebody that was just answering it as him, like as Daniel Garcia the person, right? And Dave asked a good question.
Character.
Mercedes was in character. MVP was trying very hard to stay in character. And between his initial reaction and the fact that Bobby Lashley very quickly realized like they let toy bloggers in here. Oh my God, they're only asking questions about toys. Like you could see on his face, he was dying on the inside and wanted to contribute and was just like, nope, MVP, this is all you. Just left him out there to die.
MVP was like, "You're not a real, you're not a real reporter." The only people he didn't do that to is us.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was so fun, and like I've never been more nervous than I was sitting in that room, surrounded by we had people from like ESPN in front of us, and real journalists.
There was somebody from like the Observer in there. Like it was.
Yeah, and then they cut away to us, and it's like, so wrestling figures, and like even Tony Khan, we got to talk to like Tony Khan about wrestling figures. It was wild.
And he was like, "Thank you for asking those questions. Like, it's cool to see experts in a field." And I'm like,
Experts. I was like, great.
Yeah. When do they show up?
There you go.
A multi-millionaire just called me an expert in the field. Good.
Done.
I'm good.
Done. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hang your hat on that. That's
But, like,
awesome. But that's cool. Yeah.
the Daniel
Good.
Garcia answer got picked up by like actual wrestling news sites. Like,
Yeah,
it was
Sportskeeda,
weird.
I think, picked it up. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Like, there were people in the chat like, how come they're not asking real questions?
I remember I was like scrolling
These
through
are
my
the
feed.
realest questions anybody asked.
I was scrolling through my Instagram feed, and all of a sudden, like and then I hear your name pop up, and I'm like, oh, I know them.
I know that.
I was like, these are actually business questions, though.
I
Not
think
like, how do you
think
feel about winning the title?
I think KJ wants you guys to do a giveaway though.
I think
He always wants us to
KJ's
do a
always
giveaway.
asking for a giveaway, but there is a giveaway. There's your giveaway that's happening that I'm going to share again, so that KJ knows he can go win a Labubu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and he can head over to your page and check out the giveaway there. So
There you go, KJ.
there you go. There you go, KJ. Yeah, KJ, go win a Labubu.
Look
And
at his
then
excitement.
give it, and then give it. Then you can give it away on your stream.
Yeah.
We just keep giving away.
Once
Labubus.
it's yours,
Once
you can
it's
do
yours-
whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah. So there you go.
We'd love we'd love you to enjoy it, however that works for you.
He's gonna make $60 on it and then go buy a Marvel Legends. That's what he's gonna do.
It's like that's like 2.5 Marvel Legends.
Yeah, it's a San Diego exclusive.
Well, it depends.
Okay.
It depends if
Yeah.
it's
That's true.
It's
It could be a
almost
maximum.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like,
it could either be a maximum or a deluxe.
Yeah.
It's
Anything.
almost Donkey Kong.
We
Ain't this
didn't
guy.
even.
Ain't my baby.
There it is. There it
Ain't
is.
my baby.
We didn't even talk about what I wanted to talk about.
What do you want to talk
yesterday.
about?
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Cyclops.
Let's talk about Cyclops.
Yeah.
oh
SHM
yeah, that's
Cyclops.
yes.
Let's
Out
talk about
of
it.
forget
Yeah.
left field, out of left galaxy.
hmm
Yeah.
Who knew? As strange as ArcSys making a new Marvel fighting game, here was
Yeah.
MVC Cyclops from Figuarts.
And they dropped it on Sunday, right? And like Yimbo, I was watching Yimbo's stream with it was him and No Chewing, and they were just catching up with the chat, which takes forever because Yimbo's like 20 minutes behind. But like I was like, screw the chat, go to Insta Tamashi right now, and they just announced Cyclops, and like this was just like blowing up all over the place. Everybody was losing their minds.
Yeah, this was one of those
Including
really
me.
I
This is
don't know if
wild.
this has ever happened to you guys, like, you know, as people who share like toy news and stuff like that. I like just happened to look at my phone, saw the
Mhm.
picture, and it was like posted 45 seconds ago, and I was like, oh sweet Jesus, and like immediately like taking screenshots and like
Right.
putting a post together.
Never for anything useful.
No.
No. There's no rivalry. There's no rivalry. I just happened to be looking at my phone when it went up 45 seconds ago.
The closest that
Don't get it.
happened with
Okay.
was like my fiance and I were talking about the guy who lived behind the bikes in Toys R Us, and there's a
Oh,
movie
yeah.
about it that's coming out.
yeah.
The
I
trailer
just saw that.
released.
The trailer just got
just saw
released
that
today.
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
that what that's
Crazy.
about? The
Yeah,
he's
roof,
looking at Toys R Us.
man?
Roof
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's hiding from the cops. I didn't realize he's hiding from the cops and stuff. Wicked said he's so hyped for this. He probably won't buy it, but he's interested in the rest of the line. And I know that's the question here, right? Like, is
Mhm.
what else are they going to do? Cable was on the same leak list as Cyclops. Interesting.
that'd
Okay.
be cool.
So this is part of, from my understanding at least, this is part of their Gamerverse collection,
Yep.
which is is all of the game stuff that they do. So like
Mhm.
Tekken,
Pac-Man.
not Pac. I guess that's SH Figure Arts. Yeah. I don't know if that has the Gamerverse tag though, because that's like their own. That's Bandai Namco's own.
I don't think that
Their
has
own
the game.
property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think this is the Gamerverse stuff is kind of their catch-all for anything that's like arcade.
Mhm.
Like it's not the
Yeah.
same as
Yeah,
like
Coda.
yeah. But yeah, the one thing that like you know, and I'm sure most of the people in your chat here know. I love that post with his sticking his
With the-
ass out. It's
This one?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from the game.
I know.
I know.
It is. It is. It's so
They
good.
made it
Perfect.
sassy. It is what it is.
you know, I know a lot of people are looking at this and looking at like the colors and the expressions and the accessories and like the posability and everything. Just please, for the love of God, like listen now if you haven't already like realized.
Remember
SH
the
figure
scale.
arts are so much smaller than your Legends.
Yeah.
This will not scale ever. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you want it to scale with your Marvel Legends, it won't. So please, for the love of God, do not buy this thinking it will do that. You will be very upset.
I will say that when I saw this, I was super excited, and then I was just like, "Wait a sec!" Like somebody dropped it in the chat in one of our chats that like, "Hey, this is only 145 millimeters tall, which is 5.7 inches."
Yeah.
And like, at first I was just like, "Oh man, this is not going to scale with anything," but like, you can still work with it in photos, right? Like you can do like,
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I was talking to 796 Studios, and he brought it to my attention. He's like, "What if this is just like an introduction to a line where they might, like, what if they want to scale it down so they could do bigger stuff, like a
So they could
Sentinel or
scale
a
it up.
Juggernaut?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Wait a second, okay, so I'm wrong for
Big.
like getting mad that it was short, but like maybe I'll keep an open mind if this is the beginning of a line of Gamerverse figures that have their own scale."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm for it.
I would
know.
get, I would recommend this if basically two people. One, somebody who really just loves the X-Men and Cyclops and, like just wants another version of their favorite character. Obviously, this is like a great thing for a collection like that.
Mhm.
And then two is like if you are primarily an SH figure arts collector and you want stuff that will scale with your like pretty well with your other SH figure arts, like this is your jam. This will work. But we've all seen both sides of like the Tamashii Nation's Bandai Spirits thing, right? Where some lines they go super deep, right? Like you get every character you could ever want plus some. You look at Dragon Ball Z, you look at One Piece, what they're doing with Naruto now, right? Like when they go deep, they do go really deep into those lines. And
Right.
if this is the case with that, and we know that they have the license with Marvel, right? Like they'll put out, Deadpool and Wolverine, like they've put out, movie figures from Marvel for years, which means that they have access to the IP. So
SHF was what actually got me back into collecting, right? Like I was primarily MCU, like I only got MCU figures, like that was what I only got. And then I think J-Shot, you're the one who actually got me into getting Legends because of the build figures and stuff like that.
The build figures, yeah, and back in the day, it was like for the price of one of these figures, you could get 5. Back then, right? For a $100 figure, you could get 4 or 5 Legends back then. So yeah. Got a couple.
Storm did Street Fighter, right?
Storm
did Street Fighter, yeah.
Storm
Collectibles, yeah.
They had
they had the arena.
Mortal Kombat,
yeah.
So highly plausible thinking.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, and Storm's got the Storm Arena
Yeah.
now. Yeah, the 30. We're at $35 price point ones.
I would imagine Wolverine's going to be shorter, right? If they're going to keep the scale, right? I'll definitely be
The
shorter.
Gamerverse, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. 160 just says he wants to see Joy Toy do X-Men.
Oh jeez.
You know what though? If they're gonna do it, I want to see them kind of do what they did with the Turtle line, where it's like take their own take on, like make their own take on it. So it's not just like another like what would they do? Like could they do like a gritty kind of version of that?
Yeah.
And then Henrock asking, does SHF actually finish a line? But I think to your point, Eric, like for some lines they go deep and they just keep cranking out figures. So
they also have like a lot of properties that are perpetual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like there is no end.
Yeah, I mean, like, will they ever finish? What does a finished Dragon Ball Z line even look like, right? Like,
or like One Piece, or like Godzilla, or like
But like, I mean, you look back. The thing is, like, some of their lines, right, have been going on for so long now. Like Godzilla, for instance, right? Like there are characters that they re-release and redo and completely re-engineer, and people don't even realize that like that figure came out 6, 7, 8 years ago. Like, a Mothra, for instance, right? Like, because the line has gone on for so long and engineering has changed and what they're able to do and, quality and articulation, they go back and they revisit figures, just like pretty much every other, and Ryan in the chat there just shouted it out, right? Like Marvel Legends, right? Like
no finished teams. It's true. Yeah,
it does take time. You gotta give it time, and you also if you want them to finish the line, you gotta buy their product. You
gotta support it. It's the only way. It's the only way to keep going. It's the same like phrase that everyone likes to throw around in kind of a negative sense. The like vote with your dollar sort of thing with these lines. If this Cyclops, which I believe goes up for pre-order on July 1st. It's right there. July 1st. If this does gangbusters, that's gonna send the message that like, hey, let's do more of these.
We want more.
And like the development cycle on an SH Figure Arts figure is a little bit longer than like your standard like action figure. So like I know a lot of people were saying too, like, it's timing. They put this out because they knew the Marvel Legends team was putting out their Gamerverse figures. That has to be honestly like a pure coincidence, because the development cycle on this, for them to have timed that.
Because if you think about it, the re-release of all those games on that Capcom collection was almost announced a year ago.
Yeah.
So I would say it probably has more to do with that than anything.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And like the other thing is I feel like Gamerverse, it also not only targets just us toy collectors, but also the video, people who are into video games.
Absolutely. And
100%.
this was the argument that I made. I'm so glad you said that, because this was the argument that I made when that entire Gamerverse wave of Spider-Man Marvel Legends came out. And a lot of people like completely lost their shit over it. Like, who is this for? And it's like, how are you going to ensure that more people, like more new people, come to the action figure collecting world than there are today? Like, you got to find ways to open up those floodgates and find other people. And for sure, with Spider-Man being the incredibly well-selling game that it was, both of them, Spider-Man 1 and 2, and Miles for that matter, right? Like, that people are going to buy a couple of those mint on card, and they're going to put them next to their PlayStation on display. And guess what? Maybe a couple of them are going to open it and go like, oh, these are really cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like Spider-Man. Let me get more Spider-Man. Like,
Yep.
No, you're right. And I like what Ryan says too here. He says, buy what you love and you'll get more of what you love. And it's true. If we do that. I also think, the fact that he is a little bit, or these guys are a little bit smaller, you're missing prime opportunity to scale him even better with the HasLab Sentinels. Like, those bigger figures, make them even more massive.
Or even like imagine just like a video game sized Sentinel. Like it's not much. It's not like it would be a huge figure. If you think, because he had to be on the same screen. Like
right. If you think about it, it would probably be the same size as
Sentinel.
It would probably be around the same size as like that Gamerverse Venom. Or Juggernaut, right? Like
Deluxe Legend.
Yeah. Those are huge, but like you got to think about it. They got to fit on that screen, right? Like, the Sentinel is probably like a little bit hunched in the game, right?
Yeah.
But imagine SHF making that. Like, the quality is going to be really good.
And that can go straight, and that can be a premium Bandai exclusive. They don't have to worry about retailers and stuff for that. Like the same thing that they're doing with the Guru. Namekian, and that they did with the big ass dragon from Namek. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name all of a sudden. But yeah, like they will put
Pengu?
out
Parangu?
Purunga.
There we go.
We got there.
There we go. We got there.
Yeah, like they're known for doing those bigger pieces with like lights and effects, and I mean, I think this is really. And I think it's really good I think it's a healthy addition, I'm also a big proponent of like competition, forcing other companies to do better and, think about things a little bit differently. So, I see absolutely nothing wrong with this. And on top of it, I think it's a gorgeous figure. I know people are a little hard on the crotch area, because of the way the articulation cuts. It does make him look like he's wearing a thong, like the elephant in the room here. But I still think it's a the elephant wearing a thong in the room here.
The elephant wearing a thong? Yeah.
But I still think it's a great figure. Like it's great.
He's trying to wear a thong, but his mom wouldn't let him. That's what it is. So,
Yeah.
you know, and we got a very generous $5 super hat
wow.
here from Detour, the one and only Detour Custom, saying, "Sup, bros? Gameverse has completely revived my Hasbro chase."
There you go.
That's what we're talking about, right? Like you're getting, people back into things and stuff like that. So, Old Grumpy Nerd does want to ask: is he short compared to other SHF Marvel figures?
Tough to say.
Yeah, I mean, if you compare him to,
Like a G-string.
It is going to be smaller than the MCU.
It's the Oscar.
yeah,
Yeah.
right?
It
And
is
it's definitely
technically, yeah,
it's definitely shorter than the Spider-Verse figures because these are giant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. They're
Yeah.
the thumb over the shorts. It's great. Yeah, no, it is going to be smaller
Well, I gotta
than
get that Peter B, by the way.
the Spider-Verse figures are in scale with each other and nothing else.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're going to do a line, like to that point, right? If you're going to create a line of these, then that's okay, right? Like if this was a one-off, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, like why would you make it shorter? But to the point of if this is going to kickstart something,
Yep.
it makes sense, right? It's scaling with this other line. So
Yeah,
Right.
and
If
there's
the
not
word
a
is Cable's the next one. Cable's gonna be like thick compared to him. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
should be about a head taller. So
Yeah.
right.
yeah, and I mean this is not meant to scale with the movie stuff. Like like No Chewing said in the chat, he's shorter than Final Swing
Final
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which in your brain probably hurts, like but like also like that's not what this is for, right? You know,
But
like,
also, if they get around to making that Gamerverse Spider-Man, he's gonna be tiny compared to
yeah, especially
everybody else.
I would love a spider. I haven't seen anybody do it yet, and I'm honestly thinking like I've not even tried myself with the Maximum Spider-Man. But has there been a Spider-Man that can hit that like that standard like crouching fighting pose
He
from?
does. The Maximum
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, he can get there.
Yeah, they're like this one where he's like doing
Yeah.
this kind of thing. Yeah.
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 I haven't tried yet because I recently restarted playing the games. I picked up the collection for like $25 on Amazon, and I was playing it the other night as Spider-Man, and I was like, he is really close to the ground. I wonder if
Really
there's
low.
a figure that could do that.
Yeah.
So
He's
I have
really
to
low.
I have to try.
Yeah.
I feel like
He'll probably-
Macho's doing it right now.
It's exactly what he's doing. So we're gonna have to stall a little bit so he gets that going there. Old Grumpy Nerd said he's probably in the Common Rider scales.
Karen Raider.
Karen Raider.
I think you meant Common Rider, but yeah, we'll go. Karen Raider sounds good too. Constantly asking for managers and stuff. We could say he could hit that pose with Pizza Spider-Man. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, maybe a little pose off going. Oh, sorry, we can't steal that. That's from the Toy Daddies. They have.
They stole it from me.
They stole it from me.
Karen Raider's superpower
Yeah.
is asking
Yeah.
for the manager. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he could get there. That's awesome.
Karen Raider's perfect.
He
for
says
San
in that
Diego.
pose, you can't help but stare at his glutes. There you go. Karen Raider's perfect rest. Yes.
Yeah. The Karen Raider figure.
The Target
Somebody-
exclusive. Yeah.
Hands on their hips and just furious.
With a bad haircut. Yep.
Yeah, that would
Perfect.
be dope.
I love that. So, all right. I don't think we could go anywhere else than Karen Raider.
Yeah,
that's a
so-
good place to
Great
end
place
it.
to stop. Great
Good
place
place
to
to
stop.
end. Good place to end. So yeah, I Dave, Eric, thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely want to make sure you get a chance to plug the Instagram and the YouTube. It's AIC Collectibles on Instagram, and I think it's AIC on YouTube as well, right?
At AIC_podcast everywhere.
Mhm.
So wherever you are on social media, we are also there at AIC_podcast. Guys, from our end, this has been an absolute pleasure.
Dude.
This is
We-
awesome.
We
don't
got to
get
do
to
this again.
We don't
Yeah.
get to do other people's shows like often enough. This
It's
was
addicting. Careful.
amazing. So thank you so much for hosting us, and yeah, this was an absolute
This is
pleasure.
a lot of fun.
Absolute
No,
pleasure.
man. Like we said, it's been a long time coming, so I'm glad that we could do it. And like Roger said, you're gonna have to come back. We'll keep doing these. We'll do the crossover streams, and
Absolutely.
when you guys go lives on Friday, maybe we'll join in too.
That's a
So,
great idea.
Perfect.
Great
Great.
idea.
Here, you guys want to see Matt get really mad?
We need
Watch
these
this.
guys on highly posable. Well,
I was about to flip the whole table.
Flip a table there. Yeah. Hey, we're happy to stop by. Like I said, man, this isn't gonna last forever for me. I'm gonna do something stupid, and people aren't gonna want to talk to me. So until then, if you invite me, I'll show up. So I'm gonna ride it out as long as I can.
That's all of us. If you tell us just
Hey,
a
next
time
week is,
and a link, we're there.
That's it.
next week is also July 4th, so
Yep. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Are we gonna have a stream next week? Or are we gonna take a break? What do you want to do? We're do a screw around.
Well,
stream?
July 4th is on Friday. I'm just letting you guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
we will not be streaming next week.
No,
Okay.
no.
Slackers.
I
Matt,
will be.
Matt, you want to do
I
a
will
July
be-
4th stream since they won't be on?
I'll be watching fireworks.
I was gonna say, like, if highly posable is also if they're gonna take the day off. If not, I would say maybe have
figure something out.
people pop in.
Yeah, I will be day drinking.
Yeah,
and
I'll be
sitting on the beach.
somewhere.
There
Yeah.
you
Could
go.
be even better. Could be even better. Machi, you got anything else coming up this week?
Nothing this week. I don't think.
Okay.
I have
We
something
see,
coming
we told
tomorrow.
Egon to screw it. That's what we're doing. We're crossing the streams tonight, baby. That's what's happening.
Mhm.
Oh, you got something coming tomorrow? What do you got? Or we're not supposed to talk about it?
Maybe we'll find out either tomorrow or next week. We'll see.
Stay tuned. We'll see you next week. I think I'm done for the week. So again, if anybody needs anything, I'll be available.
You're not gonna be on Toy Migos tomorrow?
I don't think I got the call up. Remember, I'm still
Oh.
B squad on Toy Migos, so working my way up. And with last week's lashing from Ernie, I think I'm sure I'm sitting this one out. But yeah, I'm always available. Anytime,
Well.
especially the late ones. Oh,
Bye,
Jesus.
bye from Whole Face Superman.
Gosh, it's so terrible. It's so
It's-
terrible.
Yeah.
What was that like the thing with the people who couldn't look at the back of the iPhone because of the camera holes?
What?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like a phobia of like,
Oh, with like a bunch of holes, right?
yeah,
Oh.
I forgot
I
the
don't know
name
that
of
one.
the actual phobia.
I forgot
but,
it too. I just
Yeah.
remembered it was a thing.
Holophobia. This is terrifying. Anyway, all right. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, or you're watching on the ASE retelling it, recast of this, we appreciate the hell out of you guys. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So we keep coming back because apparently you guys like this. So we're gonna keep coming back until you don't. So you got
I'm just
only
staring at
yourself
it.
to blame. Tripop phobia? I don't know. All right, we gotta get out of here. This is
Trypophobia?
Trypophobia? I don't know.
Mhm.
Apparently I got a fear of ending streams. So appreciate you guys. Go be proud of yourselves. Go make some content. Thank you guys for the AIC podcast, Dave, Eric. Really appreciate this. And I gotta stop staring at Superman. He's scaring the hell out of me. Machu, quick, let's get out of here. Let's go home. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Thank you, dear listener, for hanging out with us today. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen, and then tell your friends to do it. Thanks also to Joe Azari, the golden voice behind our intro. Our music is Game Boy Horror by the Zombie Dandies. Find more about them both on our show notes.
Follow us on social media at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Stop by and say hi, show us your toy hauls, and share your toy stories. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future episode.
Don't try this at home. Void where prohibited and some assembly required. Each sold separately, not a flying toy. Consult a physician if your toy run exceeds more than 4 hours.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.